Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Saad Dean. Today I'm going to be taking you through preparing and submitting your self-assessment so you don't pay any fines or penalties. Now I'm going to make the assumption that you already have your 10-digit unique tax reference number. If you do not know what that is, then you've probably not registered for self-assessment. That's a different process. So if you are working in the gig economy, whether you're a YouTuber, Instagrammer, you're a comedian, stand-up comedian, you're an Uber driver, you're a taxi driver, hairdresser, barber, anything of that nature, you're working for yourself and you're making more than £1,000 a year, you need to report it to HMRC as self-assessed tax return. And that's what I'm going to help you to do today. Now, before we go any further, could you please like my post and subscribe to my channel? And in future videos, I'm going to show you how to start a business with zero capital and make a success of it, how to manage and increase your assets in your business. Now, please like and subscribe, and let's get on with the task at hand of your self-assessment. Now, if you are self-assessed and you've got your 10-digit tax reference number, your year started on the 6th of April 2019, then it finished on the 5th of April 2020. If you haven't worked out your income and expenses yet, not to worry. This video is for you. Stop panicking. Let me help you through this. Now, what you can do is just fill in the self-assessment form with me, submit it by the deadline, and you don't pay any fines or penalties. Even if it's not accurate, there's a button that says, is this estimated? You say yes. So HMRC are well aware that this is not accurate. You've done it to make sure there are no fines or penalties. You can go back a few days later when you are stress-free, you've calculated all your income and expenses, and you are ready to submit your actual tax return. And you can do that through the same process and you will not get charged any fines or penalties. If, however, you're still struggling, you can click on the link above for yellowtax.co.uk. We're sponsoring my video today, and they will take care of all of this for you. They can do it online. You can be anywhere in the UK to do this. Now, enough about this. Let's do the job at hand. Now, click on HMRC, link above. Let's get through this. Follow me. It should take you through to this page. If not, just Google HMRC services, sign in or register, and it should take you directly to this page. Once you are on this page, just click on HMRC services, sign in or register. So once you click on this to sign in, it should take you to the page where you will enter your username and password to log in to prepare your self-assessment. Once you are on this page, all you need to do is put in your 12-character government gateway ID and password and sign in. And this should get you started on your self-assessment. And if you need any help with anything complicated, you can always go to yellowtax.co.uk. Now, this is the first page you will see. Tell us about you. This has a lot of information pre-filled from your registration initially. Your first name, your middle name, your last name, your unique tax reference number, your national insurance number, and your address. It also asks you to fill in your phone number and your email address if they already don't have it. Now, we start from filling the information here. Is the address above correct? Yes. Your tax residency status, that's already pre-filled, so it knows where you are. Your date of birth, you can change this if you needed to. Marital status, I'm going to leave this blank for the sake of getting through the 31st of January without any complications. Are you or your spouse or civil partner registered blind on a local authority or other register? I'm going to click no. Did you receive notification from Student Loans Company that the repayment of an income contingent student loan began before the 6th of April? Both of these below related to student loans. I'm going to click on no. Again, if this does apply to you, you'll have to go back and amend it once we've gone past the threshold and submitted it. tailor your return. On the right, you will see a list of information that you must have completed before you are able to submit your tax return. So welcome, tell us about you, that's the page we've just completed. Now we're going to tailor your return, and then we'll fill in your return, check your return, etc., etc. You can read that for yourself. Now this section aims to ensure you only answer questions relevant to you and including all income, even if the income has been taxed at source. Again, the reason for doing this is to make sure we're doing this efficiently, just to meet the deadline so you don't get any fines or penalties. There are other full self-assessments online that you can look at. I will be doing one of those in the near future for you to have a look at. Now, this is asking, were you an employee or director or office holder or agency worker in the year to 5th April 2020? I'm going to click no. Was your turnover more than £1,000 in total from all self-employment? Now, this is the most important part we want to fill in. And we're going to click yes. Were you in a partnership? No. Did you receive income from UK land or property? No. Did you receive foreign income? Do you need to complete foreign section? No. Any capital gains? No. I'm going to save and continue. Now, I've made a mistake somewhere. It says you have indicated that you were self-employed. Please tell us how many businesses you had. This is the good thing about the system. If you've not filled in anything that's mandatory, it will take you back. So we'll put in one business name, example, millions. And we go back and save and continue. Now remember, I am doing this live, the commentary and the filling in of the information, so I may make mistakes and I'll go back to correct it, and you will see this happening live. Now, did you receive any interest, for example, from UK banks or building society? No. I'm going to click no to all of these. Any dividends? No. Any UK pensions or annuities? No. Did you or your partner get child benefit during the year 2019? This applies if someone else gets child benefit for a child who lives with you and pays for your child's upkeep. No. Any other income to report? No. Have you made any income tax losses? No. Pension, savings, tax charges? No. Save and continue. Now, page 3 of 3, I'm going to continue saying no. Did you give to charity? No. 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 Even if this does apply, just click no for now. Like I said, I am showing you a shortcut just to get you past the threshold, mainly because your income and expenses and all your bookkeeping is not to date, and you will correct this at a later date. You've not used any tax avoidance schemes, and you've not used the tax advisor. Do you need to disclose any income from disguised remunerations, avoidance schemes? No. Are you acting in capacity on behalf of someone else? No. Save and continue. So now this is telling me the pages I've already filled in and the ones that remain to be completed. So we will click on enter self-employment, for example, millions. Did you have an annual turnover of £85,000 or more? Now, this is a key question here. If I click yes, I'm going to have to fill up a long tax return, which means your paperwork, your income and expenses has to be ready or close to accurate. So I'm going to click on no, which will allow me to only enter 2 figures to get me through this stage. I am going to click no for all of these. None of these apply. Save and continue. Description of business. Let's go for YouTuber. The postcode is correct. And here's something you will need to fill in. Has your business name, description, address, or postcode changed in the last 12 months? No. Has the business started after the 5th of April 2019? Yes. The assumption I'm making is that this is your first tax return and you are close to the deadline. So we'll just put in 05/05/2019. Had it started before, you'd have already done a self-assessment and you'd know what you're doing by now. I'm making the assumption here, or you've used an accountant and you're just trying to hit the deadline by doing it very quickly. Did your business cease? No. If it has ceased, you can put the date in here, yes, and the seize date has to be before the 5th of April 2020. So you won't have to do another self-assessment. But because it hasn't ceased, or I'm making the assumption it hasn't ceased, I'm going to click on No, save and continue. Accounting details for example millions. Now they need to know the date your books or accounts are made up to. Now, as the financial year for most sole traders in the UK finishes on the 5th of April, I will put in the 5th of April 2020. Did you use the cash basis, money actually received and paid out, to calculate your income and expenses? Yes. Again, this is for simplicity. Turnover. Let's say made £35,500. Any of the business income not already included? I'm just going to leave this blank. And the key radio button you need to click here is, how would you like to record your expense? We're going to put as a single total value, which means we don't have to give a breakdown right now. Now the total allowable expenses, let's just say £30,000. Save and continue. Now I'm going to leave all of these blank. Save and continue. Again, other tax adjustments for example millions. Goods or services for your own use. Loss brought forward from earlier years. Any other business income not already included. Again, I'm going to save and continue and not fill in any of these. Losses for example millions. I'm going to leave this blank and move ahead. Tax deducted for example millions. I'm going to leave this blank. Class 4 national insurance. I'm going to click on none of these apply. The assumption is that you are not exempt from any kind of class 4 national insurance. Even if you are, I'm going to leave this blank for now. None of these apply, so we can hit the deadline without making anything complicated. Any other information, leave it blank. Now, this is the summary for example millions. £35,500 income, expenses 30,000, a profit or loss of £5,500. Save and continue. Do you want to pay Class 2 national insurance voluntarily? No. Save and continue. The amount of underpaid tax for earlier years included in your tax code for 6th of April 2019 to 5th of April 2020. Is this figure correct? Click on yes. If you click no, you're going to have to fill in more details. So we want simplicity. Save and continue. Same again here. Yes, this information for underpaid tax included in PAYE coding is correct. Amount of outstanding debt included in your tax code 2019-20. We have to put in 0 here at least if there is nothing to show. Otherwise, the page will not continue. Save and continue. Now, overpaid taxes, they need to return it to you. Who will be receiving some or all of these repayment? Yourself. You can always nominate your accountant or somebody else, or not applicable, and continue. Just put in yourself, save and continue. It's asking whether you have a bank account where they need to deposit the money. I do not have a bank or building society, and in that case, if they do have to give you something, they will give you a check. Now, if you have not paid enough tax, okay, so if you owe less than £3,000 tax for the 6th of April 2019 to 5th of April 2020, and you want us to try and collect the tax you owe through your 6th of April 2021 and 5th of April 2022 POA tax code, you must file and submit your 6th of April 2019 to 5th of April 2020 online tax return by 30th of December 2020. Now that's a bit late for that already. So we are going to click no. And the second section, we're going to click no, save and continue. Fill in your tax return. Adjustment to tax due. We're going to leave this blank and continue. Now, this is the most important section for this quick and easy tax return to avoid paying any fines or penalties, because this is not an accurate calculation. We haven't broken anything down. So this asks whether this return contains provisional figures. If yes, please provide details on the next page. Yes. Now here, we're just going to simply put in income, expenses, not yet complete. So just keep it sweet and simple so they know that you're not trying to sort of take a shortcut and avoid paying any taxes. You're just doing this because your income and expenses are not yet complete. Now, do you want to add an attachment? You don't have one yet. So no, save and continue. Now, this is crucial, just double checking what you have filled in so far. The next will take you to view your tax calculation. Now, this says that total amount of tax due for 2019-20 is £0.00. So everything here is 00. You can save and continue, view and print your full calculation. If you click on this, it will give you a breakdown of your self-employed income and any other income that you may have already entered in. We haven't entered any other information here, so it'll give just the self-employed income, just a further breakdown of this. I'm not going to click on that as it will have the client's personal information on there. So we're just going to click on save and continue. Now, once you've reached this page, you can view your return, you can print your return, you can save your return. Pretty self-explanatory. If you save and continue, this will take you to the submissions page. You click on submission and that will submit to HMRC, who will then give you a digital certificate, a code, and the timeline of when and what time you submitted the application. Once you've done that, you are done. HMRC will not send you any fines or penalties, and you can go back and amend this as soon as you have done your income and expenses and your full tax calculation. However, if you're struggling with that, click on yellowtax.co.uk and they will be just too happy to do this for you. They will cover anybody in the UK and it can be done all online. Thank you very much for watching and listening to my channel. Thank you.